So I'm walking up this hill right here, a slippery hill, and I'm thinking about my lungs and also rules and social culture and health. Because over the last few years, I've been smoking. And I've been smoking because I've hosted smokers. Now, I shouldn't blame them for what my actions are, but the truth is we do affect each other. And one of the problems is that smokers have a very tantalizing addiction that spreads easily. And maybe some of them can limit it to 1 cigarette a day, which I also wonder if that's even worth it, but I don't feel anything good out of cigarettes. But I have become a smoker. I'll go to town, I'll buy a cigarette, I'll just buy single cigarettes. I don't want to buy a whole pack, but I might sometimes get 2, or I might buy in a long day in town, I might buy 4 or 5 or 6. And I've always had bad lungs, okay? I had bad lungs when I was a kid. So, I mean, they're strong lungs, but I have like allergies to shit like forests, and I live in a forest. So my concern is that if I'm around it, I will use it. And I may not use it in a healthy way. I'm not at all saying smokers are evil, not even close. But we definitely should not subsidize tobacco and then also say it's a health problem and an excuse why the state needs your money to pay for health systems. That's just conflicting methods of doing things. Very incorrect. But today I succeeded at not buying a cigarette. I got some beer, but I had to walk for it. I had to walk 2 kilometers to get a beer, and I got beer for home. So, 2 beers. They're kind of big beers, so don't want to lie to you. I'm a pretty honest guy. But I'm trying to control that with not having alcohol in the house. I think that's a very wise idea for me in particular, just because I know me. And I'm going to go ahead and reinstitute the no smoking rule in the entire space except for the space. There's parts of, it's a big forest, right? I have about 13 acres set aside for workshops and conferences. In that space, I will be inviting people who I don't know, who are not invested in the overall weird project of my philosophy and ways of doing things. And I would like to not set up barriers to anyone who has a particular vice, not too strong a barrier, in participating. So I want to have spaces you can smoke in some places at some times, for people who are passing through. And those people probably are not going to, be staying for the larger cultural system that is more permanent. They would not become residents. But, I always want to think of compromised positions. Like, I want all the food to be healthy and good, and I want people to be very active and stuff, but I could also in fact, I could build a special space for it. I could have a space where people who currently have problems with food addiction can go and change their lifestyle. Hopefully not just changing for the time that they visit, but changing it so when they go home, almost like a detox center, a wellness center, something like that. Because I do have a friend who goes to one because he has an addiction to something, and I don't want to mention what, but he sometimes has done too much of something and just needs to get away from it. And he does it as an intermittent purity thing. I would rather change people so that they live the way they think they should be living all the time. So that is an interesting challenge, and because I would go to that if it was designed in a way that didn't piss me off, and I didn't feel like I was wasting my money on it being luxurious, because anything luxury bothers me. But just simple, rustic honestness and a healthy lifestyle, and then building skills and practices that you can use after you return to your own home so that you can escape the prison you're in, that society around you puts you in. And, You know, I'm not taking away your personal power in that by saying that. But it's extremely hard to change if everyone around you is supporting doing things badly by your standards. It's extremely hard to be an outlier in that. And luckily I'm a freak who's fairly independent. So I make my own decisions pretty well. But even I am a victim of certain things, of easy access to cheap vices. And that is danger. And it doesn't fit in with my overall cultural philosophy of how we should live. So I should, whoa, there's a weird bug on me. Look at that cool bug. Can you see it? I can't see what you can see there. Hi, cool bug. That is a really weird looking bug. It has a long tail. Damn, the tail looks like a stinger almost. Is that thing gonna sting me? Jeez. Dude, I didn't do his shit to you. Maybe you should go away. I've never seen this bug before. I've been here 20 years in the forest. God, it looks like a scorpion bug almost. Its tail is so... Jeez, it just flew off. Whoa, that was moderately scary. Luckily, it's a tiny bug. And I never heard of a bug out here that can kill you like that. But that was the weirdest looking bug. God damn, it looks like somebody put it, like they made it up for with CGI for a movie or something. That's just the weirdest thing. I thought I'd seen everything around here. I guess I haven't. Well, there's always more challenges for us. And I guess special spaces and special customs for that makes sense to me. Having spaces that operate by different social rules than others, even if they only serve us for a time. Even if it's not the way we want to live all the time. There's special places we can go, like temporary autonomous zones. Like there's a Hakim Bay, B-E-Y, Hakim, temporary autonomous zones, where the normal social reality you live in does not exist in some ways. Other parts of it do. And it doesn't always necessarily have to be for greater autonomy and freedom. It could actually be a space in which you have less because you want to escape certain types of freedom. And a detox center would be an example of a temporary autonomous zone which you're agreeing to a different social contract than normal, and you're doing it to reduce your freedom because you need that to be done. That's a backwards concept, isn't it? Because we always say we want more freedom, but what if that freedom is killing us? What if it's not really what we want for our long-term goals? Got to think about that shit. See you later.